Glen House, Pandolfini Architects. Glen House has been conceived as a composition of three-dimensional objects which extend throughout the interior and the exterior of the building. The house is composed of 3 pavilions which step down along the contours of the long rectangular site. The brick-clad volume of the first floor cantilevers out over the screen and balances on a bush-hammered concrete blade, indicating the primary entry and hinting at the materials and forms within. Terracotta bricks, laid vertically and on a 45-degree angle, reference the tilted roofs of the adjacent house and create a dynamic backdrop for the dappled light, filtered through the established trees to dance across.
Sandringham House, Tonkin, Zulaikha, Greer, Krause bricks. Sandringham House is a split-level home for intergenerational living that responds to an exposed southerly aspect and its sandy surrounds. Expressed in sandtone brick, the house speaks to the surrounding windswept dunes. The curved linear cutaway achieves massing that responds to post-war brick bungalows lining the street. This combination of sand dune and brick bungalow were the driving conceptual framework for the house. A forever home for the client, the Sandringham House was designed with longevity and sustainability in mind.
Peak House, Emma Tulloch Architects, Lohas. Peak House responds to a number of key site characteristics as inspiration for what would become the main features in the design. The significant elm tree that is an important neighbourhood landmark was dutifully protected and shaped the basement spatial planning and curved dining area architecture. Peak House offers an investigation into an alternate way of using brick with its statement skin, a true collaboration between all to produce a robust, tactile and timeless family home.
Burnt Earth Beach House, Wardle, Krause bricks. Burnt Earth Beach House replaces a dilapidated beach shack at the end of its operational life in the coastal town of Anglesea in Victoria. It's a multi-generational home that utilises terracotta in 2 primary forms. Through the exterior brickwork, internally to line the walls and floors, and joinery elements of the building. The brick-making process involved extrusion and hand-tearing the brick surface prior to cutting, which exposes a raw, rough-hewn texture. A series of glazing elements applied to raw clay before single firing are revealed in different sections of the building.
Mygunyah By The Circus, Matt Gibson Architecture and Design, Daniel Robertson, Austral Bricks. Brick makes up the predominant material of the project's 3 pavilions, internally and externally. Chosen for its contextual connection with the existing building, the forms of the new pavilions are inspired by the arts and crafts themes of the immediate neighbour and the heritage context. Materials preference natural colour, honesty and texture. Internal brick walls with celebratory movement joints and hand-pressed terracotta brick floor tiles recall historic materials conveying a relaxed yet crafted interior.
High Street, Lineberg Wang, Bowral bricks. A tiny worker's cottage on a compressed site, the project works hard to not feel small. On a tiny site, the courtyard walls edit out the closeness of neighbours and break to invite long borrowed views to an adjoining greenbelt. Materials are traditional and honest, selected for their appropriateness. Used sparingly, the brick walls house glass bricks as light fittings, stone slabs are used entirely, offcuts become the kitchen splashback or the welcome mat at the entry door.
Naples Street House, Addition Office, Bowral bricks. An outer brick skin wraps over the folded roof and down into the open social heart of this home for 3 generations of the one family. Experienced spatially as a cycle of change and of rising and falling forms as its occupants live and circulate around the central garden room. Expanding the interiors, this inner sanctuary draws down the brick cladding of the external walls and folded roof forms to envelop an inner sanctuary with seating niches carved into the walls to enable gathering under the open sky.